Hi, this is Kate from Izzalicious Designs. Today I thought I would show you my new little bracelet that I've designed. This one I've done in a little rainbow pattern. And then I also have one that was done with a dark red and a gold and a black. And I've called it Bella because Bella, I believe, is Italian for pretty, and I think it's pretty. So, and also my daughter is Isabella, Izzy. So there we go. Let's get started. It's going to be a hook only design, and you're going to need the little rings. Can be whatever colour you like. If you want to be patriotic, you could have red, white and blue. You could do them rainbow, you can do the outside white, you can do any conceivable idea that you come up with. If you want to do for Thanksgiving, you could do, you know, yellow and orange and brown and whatever your mind comes up with. I've made this one have 21 little circles in there. Now each of these little circles has 2 bands, so you're going to have 21 circles, each with 2 bands. Okay, so that is how many? 42 for the inside. And then we have whatever colour you decide to use for the outside. Now I have not counted those, but we can do that. We're going to get started. I'm using the white pearl, the limited edition white pearl for my outside colour, and I'm going to use the pastel, the Rainbow Loom pastel, as my internal rainbow colour. I'm going to do it rainbow, my little one's into rainbows. I'm just breaking these up a bit. They're all a bit sort of stuck together, which is a bit odd. Right, let's get started. I'm going to start with purple. I'm going to take a single purple band, put it on my hook and wrap it around once, like that. Okay, and I'm going to do the same with another one, just once, so it's in a figure 8 on my hook. I'm going to take a pearl band and slide them on, reclaim, and one through the other, like that. Alright, I'm then going to take my next colour, which is this pinky colour. I'm going to put one on and do a figure 8, and the other and a figure 8. I've still got my little pearl loop here. I'm going to take another pearl band and put it on the end, and I'm going to slide this up and over onto the pearl band, and I'm also going to slide that little loop that's left over here onto the pearl band, and then I will reclaim my band, my pearl band, and put the one closest to me up and over, like that. My next colour is an orangey colour, so I'm doing a little figure 8. I'm going to take my next pearl band and I'm going to slide them on, and also the little hook, the loop that I have left on my hook, that goes over too, and then reclaim my pearl band and one over the other. Kind of make sure that that traps it like that. You don't want it. There we go. I'm going to try yellow now. Do my figure 8 and another figure 8. Grab my pearl band, slide it on, and the little loop that I have on my hook. Reclaim, hold my little bands out to the side, and do my little slip knot there. And this, I'm just going to keep doing this until I've used up all my bands, or to the length that I want it to be. So slide them on, move the little loop over, and then one over the other. Now I'm on blue. Slide on, and the loop, recapture, and back to purple. Now this in itself could be a pretty little bracelet, but it's only sort of half done. If you have a look, it's quite pretty, just like that, but it's only half done. So I guess it would be a bell, not a Bella. Slide over, and the little loop, reclaim and capture. I'm now on orange, slide the bands on and the little loop, reclaim your pearl band and capture. Yellow, here's our first one and our second, slide them over and the little loop and recapture. Green, slide them all on and the little loop and recapture, and we'll do blue, and slide on and the little loop and recapture. See how it's beginning to form? As I said, it's very, very pretty, just like this. So you can leave it just like this if you choose. I'm back to purple. Little loop, capture, and don't worry about it not being all even, because that actually happens as we do the other side. If you're doing one for somebody with a smaller wrist, obviously you do less loops in the bracelet. Slide it over, reclaim, I'm now onto the pink. These are my last two for the pink. Slide them all onto that band and reclaim. My last orange. Oopsie. Now this would definitely be for an adult. It would swamp my little one. Probably that would be the right size for my little one, but it's up to you. I mean, that looks about the right size. So I'm going to stop here. Now I'm going to use a stitch marker just to hold this, just here, putting it on there. If you don't have a stitch marker, you can use a paper clip or a safety pin or anything else just to hold this. You can put it on the end of a pencil, whatever you choose, just to hold that little stitch there so it doesn't go anywhere. Now all we're going to use is the pearl bands. So we're going to put our purple, the 4 little purple loops on our hook. Alright, take a pearl band and slide it through like that, and then take this closest side to you, up and over. Go through the pink and put them all on your hook. Take a single, slide it through, and now, sorry, don't reclaim, you're going to slide this loop on there too. Slide the loop on, reclaim, and then up and over. Let's do the same for the orange. Go through all 4 of the little loops. See, this is how I said it would all sort of even up. Take a single of your pearl, slide it through, and the little loop, reclaim, and up and over. The 4 of the yellow, single band, slide it through the yellows and include that little loop, reclaim, and one over the other. And this is what we're going to do until we get to the top. slide it through the greens and the little loop. Okay, slide it through all the blues and put the little loop on there as well. Reclaim one over the other. Through the little loop. Oops. Through the little loop as well. Just must make sure you go through all 4 of the loops of the circles in the middle. Pull it through, add the little loop in, one through the other. So I've got 4 little blue loops. Drag through my new band, put my little loop on as well, put them on, one over the other. See how this one is all higgledy-piggledy? Just twist it around a bit, it all comes good. Slide it through, add the little loop in, one over the other. Twist it around, add the little loop and one over the other. Pretty it up. And the little loop, one over the other, twist it around, now I'm only through 3 there, so let's make sure I get through all 4. There we go. One over the other. As I said, you can make this as long or as short as you wish. Twist it around to all 4 loops, twist it around to make it pretty. One over the other and the little loop. And tie it off. Now here's our stitch marker. Take that other loop back onto your hook so you have both the ends here. This is your bracelet. This is what you've made. Now what we have to do is attach it to here. So what I do, I have, you see you've got either side of the little loop here. I'm going to push my hook through one side here and drag a pearl band through like that. I'm going to do the same on the other side. Now leave the purple bands there. Okay, so drag another pearl band through like this. Okay, so to close off our little bracelet, we have the 2 little loops that we finished on either side here, and then on this side we have the 2 bands that we threaded through. You're going to make sure that your bracelet is not twisted. Alright, and then hold both sides. You're going to put your hook through the 2 loops of the 1 band on this side. I'm doing right hand side first, and then through the right hand side single loop on the other end of your bracelet. take the 2 loops over that one little loop, so you just have the one little loop left on your hook. You're going to do the same for the other side. Push your hook through the 2 loops of the single band and through the single loop that's on the other end. Take the 2 loops over the single band and you're left with 2 little loops on your hook. You're going to take a fastener, whether it be a C-clip, an S-clip. I'm using a little Q-clip. I like the fact that they lock in place. Stretch out your little band here and put your clip in place. I've done one side, there's the other. Take your hook out and in my case I fasten it, and then all you're going to do is just poke the clip inside the bands just to make it so that it's not quite so obvious. And there you have it. There's your little bracelet. You can, as I said, make them any colour you want. Here's my rainbow one, red, white and blue. This is the red and gold. You can make them large, you can make them small. It really doesn't matter. It's completely up to you. I really hope you enjoy making it. Take care. Bye bye.